Alright guys, welcome back to Scotty's Backyard Barbecue. Barbecue the way life, folks, you not. Today let's compare the old Z-Grill. I think it's a 452B, brand new. Yeah, that's brand new, folks. Trust me on that, it's brand new. Against the old Pitboss Lexington that isn't brand new. We'll compare them. You guys can make a choice which one you would like to buy. This one I paid for with my own money. This one I paid for with my own money. I picked this up from a guy who won it in a raffle and never used it. That's right, folks, you heard me right. He won it in a raffle and never used it. It's still brand new, but as you can see, it was sitting out in the sun. It still got bird droppings on it. I took all the stickers off. I'll throw up some pictures of what it looked like when I picked it up. It's got cobwebs in here. Never won out one pellet. He didn't do a burn off or nothing. He just put it together and parked it. He says it's been sitting a long time, but 1 year it's been sitting. This is a 1-year-old grill. It's got bugs in here. I don't know how I'm gonna get them out. Probably take this plate off. Get those bugs out. The inside, yeah, brand new. Still got the sticker on the grate, folks. Whoops, sorry about the noise, but let's check out the inside. It's got one big grate, which I really don't like because it's kind of hard to handle one-handed. But it's alright, it's a deal breaker. A little rust there for not being used. So that's probably just surface rust. So. And we still got some paperwork in there. We got all the initial fire up instructions. We're going to need that. 3-year limited warranty. I say he wanted it in a raffle. He's moving. I basically got it for 25 bucks. But you see, he even got some bugs in there. But it's brand new. It's kind of cool. Got a little heat shield over the front pot. That way your flame ain't hitting the heat shield. The heat shield's kind of thin. There's no sear plate on this. Alright, let's go to this guy and we'll check him out. You know, I modified it with expanded metal grate, which is awesome. You know, we'll take that out. My hand will get dirty. I didn't put my glove. Well, this one's got the two separate grates, which is a lot easier to handle than the one big one, which I like. Now, it's a little dirty though. I do a lot of slow cooks. I added that rod. It's got the sear plate. The Z-Grill don't have the sear plate, so there won't be the sear on it. There's no cover over this, but you notice how much room the fire pot's right in the center. And the Z-Grill, it's a little bit off center, not a lot. Probably about 3 inches. But what I don't like about the Z-Grill is the top grate. I mean, it's got this long probe right here where you can't add no other grate to it. It's hard to, you gotta negotiate around that. So cooking on the top rack in this pit, it'd be hard to do. You ain't gonna put a brisket up here. Yeah, so that's kind of a deal breaker for me, maybe not for you. Like I said, with this one, you can cook on top shelf, bottom shelf, utilize every square inch of this thing. They're about the same size. You know, they're all about the same cooking surfaces. Alright. Except you gotta cook at the bottom of this thing. Alright. Let's do a walk around. Alright, they both have plastic wheels. These are a little bigger, but like I say, they're plastic. They both have a grease bucket. They calm down like that. This is a thicker metal though, folks. This plate here is a lot thicker than this. This is about twice as thin, folks. Yeah, want to compare that? This is a lot thinner than the Pitboss. So it's a little cheaper metal. I'm not being sponsored by nobody. I'm free to say what I want. Good and bad, the ugly. You go around the back. You got a cord here. You can wrap around for your cord. And over here you got the cord on the handle. You can wrap around. That's cool. What I do like about the Z-Grill, you got this little wing nut, and you can dump your pellets. That's pretty sweet. I like that. Or the Pitboss, got these stupid little plastic covers that are pain in the butt to get on and off, especially in the wintertime when it's cold. And you gotta pull this out, and the pellets dump out. The inside of here, I got it loaded up with Bear Mountain pellets, folks. They all hold about the same amount of pellets, 15 pounds I think it is. This got the vents on the back. You know, it's got 5 holes in the back. This has got the stack. Did that make a difference? I don't know until we go cook on it. We'll find out. Trying to make you guys a great decision on which one to buy. Now you notice the bottom here. They got their big old Z-Grill logo, but no bottom shelf. Well, the Pitboss got that cool bottom shelf. You can put stuff, store stuff. You ain't storing nothing under this Z-Grill. They're both about the same price, except you can pick these up at Walmart in the fall, pretty much for nothing. Walmart sells these by the hundreds. Now I don't know exactly where you can buy Z-Grills. Probably at your big box stores, maybe a Home Depot or Lowe's, stuff like that. Now this is my opinions. You know, I'm just trying to give you your best judgment. What I don't like is this gap here. You know, the snow, rain, all gets in there. I don't know what that big gap is for. Anyone tell me why Z-Grill got a big gap here? That's exposed to the wiring. This is all sealed down here. Yeah, nothing's getting in there. This is kind of a, you know, that can fill up with water. That's pretty deep. And all your wiring is in there, folks. That runs that temperature gauge. That's not pretty cool. That's soaking in water. That could rot out. That could be a con instead of a pro. It's got a cool little window. You can see your pellet. It's got the PID controller. 275, where the old Pitboss Lexington only goes to 250 and 300. Where the my new Lexington got 5-degree increments, which is pretty cool. Anyway, we're going to compare them. I say this is brand new, never been used. We should start it up, huh? I never started it up. I don't even know if it works. I took the sticker off. You can see where the sticker was. Kind of faded from being out in the sun for a year. Make sure there's nothing in here other than bugs. Alright, now you see the cord back here. You know how new it is? It's still got the plastic on it. Here, folks. Hang on a minute, I'll pull this off and plug her in. Alright, I plugged it in. Looks like a light come on. We're in a shutdown mode. Let's see how we start this up because it's different than the Pitboss. Alright, remove the porcelain grills, warming racks, drain pan, heat baffle, open the pellet hopper lid. Alright, we did that. Make sure there are no foreign objects in the auger and hopper. Alright, we're doing that. That looks good. Feel spiders. Okay, open pellet hopper, no foreign. Okay, switch. With the switch in the position of shutdown cycle, which it is, plug the power cord in, which we did. Press the start button. Start button on. Has an S-E-E-B. I guess that's select. That's Chinese, folks. If it's select, why ain't it an L? Oh well. Alright, Z-Grill temperature dial to the smoke position. Turn the temperature dial to the smoke position. There we go. Popping up. Showing 65 degrees out here. It's not quite right, but it could be. Please check the following things. Warning, please do not touch it. Confirm the auger is turning. The auger is turning. The hot rod is smoking. Wait 1 or 2 minutes. Hold your finger above the fire pot to confirm the fan is blowing. Well, I can hear it blowing. The hot rod is heating up. Yeah, I see that smoking. 1 to 2 minutes. Should be able to sense the heat coming from it. Takes 1 to 2 minutes. The temperature number display on the LCD. If you see something different, error codes, please troubleshoot the details. Everything looks good. Turn the temperature dial to shutdown cycle. And let the grill cool. Take about 10 minutes, I imagine, like the rest of them. Place the components back in place. Open the lid and turn the temperature dial to smoke. Alright folks, let's see if we can reassemble this. This thing's kind of cool. I wonder if it'll fit on my pit ball. Oh yeah folks. There you go folks. Want to turn your pit balls into a Z grill? Go buy you one of these. Put that back. We got to get our real thin metal grease pan. Remember, these are just my opinions. I'm not getting paid by nobody. I paid for all this stuff myself. Alright. Nothing's ever sent to me free hardly. So, like I say, the metal on that one's a lot thicker. So far, the quality on the Pitboss is thicker, better quality so far. I say I'm not digging this spot where the rodents can get in there and chew, you know, a mouse can get in there and chew that wiring, folks. Hope no mouse did. I ain't liking that. That's a negative. Alright, then we got this one piece grate. It's pretty heavy though. It's got some stuff to it. Alright, we better cut that paper off, folks. Alright. And very often you score a brand new Z grill for basically free, 25 bucks. Ah. While this thing is shutting down, we'll give it one more walk around. So we got this. Oh, we got this stuff we can take off. Yeah, it'll come off. Oh, that looks a lot better with that off. That protective coating from the factory. Now it's been on there for over a year, so when they're new, they probably come off a little easier. It's been sitting outside in Wisconsin, snow, rain, ice. I got the owner's manual in the house. I'm gonna double check, make sure this is put together right. That can't be right, is it, folks? That big gap like that. Huh, exposed to the elements like that. I say you got a little rust. It's been sitting for quite a while. That's just surface rust, I imagine. Okay, I'll bring it back after it shuts off. We'll dump some pellets in it. Okay folks, it finally shut down after about 10 minutes. I was just reading this paper. You fill it, you set it, and you smoke it. See that pretty cool diagram? How the pellets go in and come down and burns. Then you set it, and you fill it full of your food. So let's fire this baby up. You always want to start it on the smoke setting. Whoop, I gotta turn it on. SE, that Chinese, not really an L, it's kind of like an E without a top. So anybody, that's supposed to be select, I guess. So let's go to smoke. I suppose it's like the Pitboss, you gotta hold the prime button, and here they call it a feed button. Feed prime. Now the Pitboss we gotta hold for at least 2 to 3, 4 minutes when it's empty. when you run out of pellets or start it new. They said to put it back together. I don't know. Guy should have left it apart until you can see the pellets dropping in, but oh well. We're gonna fly by the seat of our pants today, folks. I can hear something moving in there. I loaded it up with Bear Mountain pellets. We're starting to sell them at my local Walmart, which is way better than Pitboss pellets in my own opinion. Well, it did come with one probe. I don't know why every grill you buy only comes with one probe and it's got a 2-probe hole. But a lot of times they're not very accurate anyway, so you want to go out and get yourself a good temperature gauge. Ain't much of a burn off, all the oil all dried up, I guess. We're gonna heat her up. The daughter went to town to get some chicken. I don't know what she's gonna bring back. There's gonna be a whole chicken, cut up chicken, legs, thighs, but we'll throw it on for the first cook. Yeah, I see some smoke coming. I let my finger off that button. See that smoke, folks? We'll let her run live here and you can watch that real time on the monitor down below. See how long it takes for the start blazing fire. That smells like oil burning, huh? I'm gonna hold this button some more. That seems kind of fast. I haven't seen no auger or pellets moving. Could be just oil burning off in the cup fire pot. Getting more and more thicker smoke. I'm still holding the button, folks. They call it a feed button. Pitboss calls it a prime button. These newer pellet grills seem to feed the pellets a little faster than the older one. I know my new Pitboss Lexington will feed pellets faster than the old gal there. That's a beast there, folks. It sits outside uncovered in western Wisconsin. Well, I hear something making noise. Crunching pellets, it sounds like. I'm not gonna fast forward this. You can look at the time clock below, you know, in real time how long it took. Still smells like oil. I can hear pellets crunching. Yeah, see some pellets dropping. The temperature in the pit is climbing up to 65 now. Outside temperature is showing 53 in western Wisconsin in the middle of February. Here's some more crunching. Only when they're new or you run out of pellets, you have to keep holding these buttons. They're a pain in the butt. Even on the Pitboss, you gotta hold it for 2 to 5 minutes. My thumb's getting tired, folks. Smoke is dying down a little bit. I don't know what's going on in there, folks. Alright, now I can kind of smell smoke, woody smoke now. The oily smoke kind of went away. Now it's starting to smell smoky woody smoke. Oh yeah, that's definitely wood smoke there, folks. Now we're gonna get some combustion. We'll shut that. I think all the smoke is coming out of the end instead of around. There, we got combustion. We got the old blower going now. The old Z grill, after sitting for over a year, fired right up, folks. That's a good thing. Alright, smoke's going away. The old blower's really kicking in. It starts to smell a little oily, dirty smoke right now. Alright, let me shut this lid. And we're going to turn this up to 300. I guess that's 300. There's no number there. Alright, I'm going to cook this chicken at 300. We're going to do a little burn off first. We're going to let this go for about an hour or so, 45 minutes. Alright, we'll bring you back, folks. Alright, guys. We got her fired up to 300. It overshot the set temperature, 40 degrees. Been running for about a half hour. Now a lot of pellet grills will overshoot, then they'll settle themselves back down. Let's see if this does that. We'll give it. Yeah, it's starting to come down a little bit now. I had the lid open a little bit there. Overshot 40 degrees. Now I went inside and read the owner's manual. I thought maybe the guy who put it together forgot to put a piece in there, but there's no piece that goes in there. That'll be a, what do you call it, negative? A con, not a pro for me. Maybe not a deal breaker for you, but I can see those wires rotting out. Yeah, I think getting full of water and snow. Even a mouse can get in there and chew that up. Not liking that. Z-grill, you might want to find a cover for that. Alright. Other than that, it's got the little safety bar, which is really good. It's down low, it ain't up high, getting you in your way. I like that. I like the lid, it's got a little lip there. It's got a plastic handle. Yeah, they could have went metal. You know, the old Pitboss got a nice solid metal handle. The lid's really solid. It's got a lip. Put your hand under the lip. I took the safety thing out of here so I can stir it up. I want a lot of pellet grills, folks, and they all, what we call, get a pellet jam where they get a little tunnel and they don't fall down. That happens on all pellet grills. Don't tell me it don't happen on yours, because it probably did. Alright, we got locking casters with no grate. Pitboss, no locking casters, but you got a shelf. I think I'd rather have a shelf and then locking casters myself. You got nothing to put nothing there. You can't put nothing down there, folks. I mean, for the price of this thing, between $400 and $500, they could at least put a shelf on it. This is solid frame. You know, you can move this around pretty good. This is held together with just this thing. I move my grills around a lot, so the wheels will become in handy. But this one, you know, this one rolls good. It's light. Lift that up. This came with a temperature gauge. I don't know if that's a good or bad, but what I do like, you know, you can cook on the top rack on these. I always do all my cooking on the top rack. And I like that expanded metal. And you can sear on this, steaks, burgers. You know, with Z-Grill. Might as well shut this down. The daughter ain't back with the chicken yet. Shutdown mode. But this rack here is just basically a warming rack. Probably put some sausage up there, I guess, but to me that's pretty much a worthless piece of equipment there. They should have made this shorter or moved it over where you can get a, you know, we get a sliding rack. So I might take this off and do something with it. I don't know. I want to be able to put a top shelf in here. Have Joe Victor make me a sliding top grate. Other than that, you know, this is a one piece. That deal breaker, maybe for some of you. You know, it is heavy to get out with one hand. I like the two-piece better. You can call me Mr. Negativity if you want, but even this thing has falls, you know. You know, this one, it comes with the original rack, you can adjust it. You know. This one you slide, you can sear on there, you make a nice steak or whatever you want. Like I said, they both come with grease bucket. Suppose this video is getting kind of long. I haven't even cooked no chicken yet. This has got the 5 little ports in the back, protected with the rain guard. Things will be good. It's got the smokestack, looks pretty cool. You know. Nice and hot. Got the gasket there. This hook's on the top of the thing. Alright. This one hooks on the bottom. Like I say, the Z-Grill's got these pretty cool hinges that'll hold your lid up. Where the Pitboss has got this little knobby to hold your lid up. Alright. Both lids fit tight. Nothing wrong with that. This, other than overshooting the temperature, they almost all do that once in a while. That's not a deal breaker for me. This thing here is open to the elements, the grease thing. I don't know, you probably lose a little heat out of there. This one's back down in there pretty good. Alright, what else can we find? Let's do the positive stuff of this grill. It's got the nice heavy duty cord. This I absolutely love. Stumpy pellets. Shut her down. Lock her tight. I like that very much. That's definitely Big Scotty likes that. We're over here. You gotta unscrew this, pull this out. And these plastic things are hard to get out in the wintertime. They get hard and brittle. They both have nice long cords. Both got the 3-pronger. Other than that, the only thing left is to cook on it. So you make your decision on which one you'd like to buy. I say when none of these are on sale, they're all about the same price. This older model has 250, 300. It doesn't have the 275. You know, everybody likes cooking on 275. Now the one I got in the shack here, the Onyx edition. You see that one? That's got all the bells and whistles. Change temperature 5 on that. my little shack. Didn't need it this winter. We got no snow on the ground, folks. Middle of February in Wisconsin. A year ago today, there's 3 feet of snow out here. Ah, he's shutting down. My daughter hurries up with that chicken. I'll come back out. I'll save that video for another cook, I guess. Another cook for another video. Got the Z-Grill logo. And I say like that drip pan. That's kind of cool. It will bring all your watery fat down, but the thicker fat, the collagen will all stay on here. Everyone thinks that it's all gonna run out. It don't do that, folks. You see the pit boss? Only the watery stuff flies out. See all the other thick collagen? That stays on top. It don't go anywhere. You gotta scrape that off. Yeah, like see, this is closed up. You know, you ain't getting no water or nothing in there. You guys leave a comment down below if you own one of these pit bosses or these Z-Grills, I mean. This is open. Now, does yours have a cover? Maybe they forgot to put it on, but I went back and I read the instruction manual, the assembly, and it does not show a cover to keep that heater probe out of the element. That I don't like. You know, that's the only major turnoff for me on this grill. Oh, and that's a firebox here, about the same. It did overshoot the temperature. And that went inside. I have in there that once in a while overshoots the temperature too. I had to run for about a half hour. Maybe need to go longer, let it settle down. I rambled on long enough, folks. So you can make up your choice, your decision. Pitboss Lexington or Z-Grill. All up to you, folks. Myself, I would go with the Pitboss. Just because you can cook on both racks. You can add a, you know, modify it if you want. It's got a sear plate, you can sear. You can't sear on this. You just cook on it. The temperature probe open the element. Has no bottom shelf. That's got a shelf, which is cool. Alright, it's got a metal handle. That's got a plastic handle. And you got a cool little window to watch your pellets, but that ain't really necessary. You just open the lid. Okay, enough rambling. Thanks for watching. Got his backyard barbecue. We're going to be doing a lot of cooks on this Z-Grill. Let's see how it cooks. We're going to do the first cook will be chicken. I also want some country ribs. Alright, folks. I rambled on long enough. Bye, folks.